digital drive. Sweat on my brow, I'll burn the midnight oil. Lap after lap, carve my name in the soil. 100 ways to crash, but not tonight. I chase the line, I earn my fight. Pedal down, no fear, I'm taking flight. This track, this race, it's mine tonight. Qualifying ghosts, I'll float them down. Every corner's mine, I own this town. Sire scream, my setup's tight. I bled for this win in the virtual light. 100 ways to crash, but not tonight. I chase the line, I earn my fight. Pedal down, no fear, I'm taking flight. This track, this race, it's mine tonight. No resets, no excuses, I pay my dues. Studied every apex, I've got nothing to lose. The pack's behind me, checkers in my sight. I'm the king of this over, I'm winning tonight. 100 ways to crash, but not tonight. I'll chase the line, I've earned my fight. Pedal down, no fear, I'm taking flight. This track, this race, it's mine tonight. No resets, no excuses, I paid my dues. Studied every apex, I've got nothing to lose. The pack's behind me, checkers in my sight. I'm the king of this over, I'm winning tonight. No resets, no excuses, I paid my dues. Studied every apex, I've got nothing to lose. The pack's behind me, checkers in my sight. I'm the king of this over, I'm winning tonight. No resets, no excuses, I paid my dues. Studied every apex, I've got nothing to lose. The pack's behind me, checkers in my sight. I'm the king of this server, I'm winning tonight. Shift up, hold steady, I'm crossing that line. I race in glory, this moment's mine. Pedal down, no fear, I'm taking flight. This track, this race, it's mine tonight. Burning and pixels collide. Steel and rubber in a world online. Every corner's a war to survive. Lead foot's keeping the fire alive. Engines in the void, thundering loud. Virtual tracks, but the crowd still shout. Through the crash and the flame we rise again. Lead foot TV, where the night won't end. Screaming sparks in the haze. Metal hearts locked in digital rage. Every lap is a line in the sand, driven faster by a ghostly hand. Lead foot TV, lead foot TV, lead foot TV. Engines in the void, thundering loud. Virtual tracks, but the crowd still shout. Through the crash and the flame we rise again. Lead foot TV, where the night won't end. Tires scream, the sparks in the haze. Metal hearts locked in digital rage. Every lap is a line in the sand, driven faster by a ghostly hand. Lead foot TV, lead foot TV, lead foot TV, lead foot TV, lead foot TV. TV. fire in the veins, every lap written in blood and chains. The track remembers, it takes its due. Legends falling and legends break through. Let's put TV, feel the ground ignite. Through the smoke and fire, into the night. Slow and heavy, the storm begins. Glory is calling, only one wins. Lights on the horizon, fire in the veins, every lap written in blood and chains. The track remembers, it takes its due. Legends falling and legends break through. No retreat, no disguise. Engines awaken under blackened skies. One by one, the echoes rise. Leadfoot TV, the fire never dies. Leadfoot TV, feel the ground ignite. Through the smoke and fire, into the night. Slow and heavy, the storm begins. Glory is calling, only one wins. Only one wins. Only one wins. Only one wins. No retreat, no disguise. Engines awaken under blackened skies. One by one, the echoes rise. Leadfoot TV, the fire never dies.
You talk too much, but the track don't lie. Quit stalling out, quit wasting time. Nothing ready for this, pedal to the floor. Quit whining, drive like you want more. Quit whining and drive, feel the fury at night. On the foot TV, it's a battle tonight. Quit whining and drive, leave it down in the dust. Steel and fire, it's the throttle we trust. Rubbing doors at 200 strong. The weak get wrecked, the brave roll on. Every lap for war, no mercy inside. If you came to complain, step off the ride. The time is ticking, the engine's roared. Whine and drive, that's what it's for. From the sim to the screen, it's the edge of your seat. Burning rubber where legends compete. Quit whining and drive, feel the fury ignite. On Leadfoot TV, it's a battle tonight. Quit whining and drive, leave it down in the dust. Steel and fire, it's the throttle we trust. Lights out, hearts pounding, the countdown scream. You're strapped in the cockpit of a digital dream. No tears, no fear, just a checkered sky. Quit whining and drive or get left behind. Quit whining and drive or get left behind. Quit whining and drive, let the wild take control. On Leadfoot TV, it's a race for the soul. Quit whining and drive, leave it down in the dust. Steel and fire, it's the throttle we trust. Green flags alive. Quit whining and drive.
Screens lit up, the grid's alive. Engines roar in this digital drive. Sweat on my brow, I burn the midnight oil. Lap after lap, carve my name in the soil. 100 ways to crash, but not tonight. I chase the line, I earn my fight. Pedal down, no fear, I'm taking flight. This track, this race, is mine tonight.
And welcome in, race fans, for another Leadfoot TV production as we are live here at Thompson, Connecticut, for the Thompson Racing 125 at Thompson Speedway. I'm your host, Tracy Brown, and at the other end of my virtual couch here, we have my nephew, Landon Brown. Landon, this is the first time we've run here as far as I can remember, as far as our schedules and everything goes. Just tell me, what are you expecting to see here tonight? I ran this thing, but it's been years ago now. But we had a lot of haters.
Oh yeah, a lot of controversy, a lot of stirring the pot when everybody saw this track on the schedule. We haven't ever ran here before, so it'll be very interesting. I think what you're going to see is that top line's going to be very dominant, especially, sort of like we saw at Irwindale at the start of this season. Everybody kind of running the high line and trying to get some momentum off, but you're going to have those people that take that low line and try to pull off a little bit of a Dale Jr. slide job. You know what I mean? So it'll be very interesting to see how these guys are able to do that. And also something else this week that we're going to be looking at is a tight setup on this track. That's something that these guys have not had to deal with all season long. They have not had to save their right front almost all season. The focus this season has been on the right rear, loose setups, and precise throttle control. So it's going to be very, very interesting to see how these guys are able to take care of that right front for pretty much the first time this season.
Oh, great insight, man. Well, here we go. We got our Atlantic Cabinet Company Pole Award goes out to the 38 of Blake Darney. He's racing in the number 38 machine. Hopefully it's painted that way. But let's get through your starting grid here real quick. Starting on pole, Blake Darney into 38, then Joel Farlow into 72, Gary Smith into 97, Ace Throckmorton into 72, C.J. Erdman into 94, Matthew Rivera into 20, Colton Briner into 22, Jason Woodham into 71, Carter Pendleton into 21, James Birdsong into 15. Oh, and I see the lights are back on in the pace car. Must be race control letting us catch our breath here.
Yeah, starting in 11th in the 77, you'll have Charles Oberg, and his outside, you will not have Justin Brooks. He decided to turn a few practice laps earlier, but he will not be starting this race as he's in the pro race next. Lenny Brown going to start in the rear, had some internet troubles in the 83 machine, and his outside in row 7 or 6, rounding out the field, will be Dagan Barnes in the 14.
Well, there we go. We are set. The lights are off on the pace car. I can't wait to get this race rolling here because I used to enjoy running here. I don't know what all the controversy is, but yeah. So Blake Darney, his car is painted number 77, but he's actually being scored as a 38 as we get our first Lucky Ducks Motorsports green flag. Blake takes an early lead, and now they are just side by side. As far back as you can see there, Landon. These guys, oh boy, this is what I was hoping to be able to see. I don't understand what all the complaining is about, but this is still just lap 1.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. And something that sort of surprised me there on the start is that a lot of people jumped to the bottom immediately, which, like I said earlier, I think this top line is going to be dominant. So it's really interesting to see everybody kind of dive it down to the bottom and try to pull a slider on the guy in front of them. It was really interesting to see that, but luckily we make it through as they're battling too wide up here, and the 97 gets a little loose. Gary Smith.
Ooh. Yeah, you don't want to be doing that too much with these cars. You let those tires go to sliding a little bit, and they're going to immediately start losing grip as Joel Farlow
57
spins to the inside. We remain green. I'm assuming then that is a self-spin, because we do have live race control working here.
Yep, looks like we are staying green, which is going to put C.J. Erdman to the front. Excuse me, not C.J. Erdman.
Yeah.
Blake Darney to the front. Sorry, paint scheme confusion.
I was you had me scanning my screens left and right here, man. I didn't know. I was like, wow, where's CJ?
We got a little paint mix up tonight, but that's okay. We'll figure it out.
But look at the 97 of Gary Smith and the 72 of Ace Throckmorton are doing. Man, they're walking down Blake Darney right now, and they're running side by side.
Yeah, we've already seen the 97 of Gary Smith win 2 or 3 races this season, so you know he's going to be a strong contender here tonight. Missed last week at Hickory, so was unable to win there, but looking to bounce back tonight for a good points finish as he only sits a few spots back from the points lead in the Challenger Series.
Well, I tell you, Ace kind of pushed up into that corner right there, and Gary took full advantage of that, but it seemed like to me the lower line had more pace in it. I'm sure it was a little tougher on his tires. But right now he's got his sights set on Blake Dorney as he slings it in there into lane number 2, and they come off side by side going down the front stretch. Still going to be Dorney on lap number 8.
Yeah, looks like everybody's sort of gotten themselves figured out except for these leaders. They're still giving each other all they got. And it'll be very interesting to see how these tires work. Oh, the 97 into the quarter panel of the 77 scored as the 38 of Blake Dorney. And it looks like Gary Smith's going to lead that one.
Yeah, he finally got him win one, but Gary is taking a very high entrance, if you will. And so everyone or whoever's on his outside kind of needs to keep that in mind so that he doesn't slide up into him. But and you could probably speak on this more than I can, Landon, but you know, with this latest update iRacing had, they put more emphasis, as Dorney gets into the right rear of Gary Smith there for a second. Oh, we got a caution.
Oh, no. That's the 72, I believe, Ace Throckmorton. Oh, no. Colton Briner in the grass, front end damage for the 22. Let's see if we can get a replay of that one. I don't know what happened there.
Yeah, that would be nice if we could, but of course, software doesn't always participate here.
Ace Throckmorton with some terrible, terrible wheel damage there. And as everybody knows, this season, no fast repairs. So this would definitely take a toll on the 72's race.
Yeah, maybe he's got a good pit crew.
Maybe so. You know, we've seen that on the dirt side of things with Golden Racing League that we do. They tend to have some pretty good pit crews. So maybe Ace can hire some of Chris's guys to work out here for the asphalt race.
So let's see. We're going back in time. Oh, he just comes up, and that would be the 20 of Matthew Rivera. Apparently, he either did not know he was there or just got too high. It almost looks like Matthew was kind of trying to trim the corner, if you will, coming off as well. So that's one of those
Colton
things.
Briner.
Yeah, he got a little bit of damage too. Hate that for Colton, man. He's been having a hell of a season.
Yeah, great season, and honestly had some terrible luck this season. I mean, it's very wild to say that he's done as good as he has this season and has had the luck that he's had. I mean, if this guy had things going for him each week, he might be the points leader. Honestly, I really do think that. And yeah, it just looked like Throckmorton just kind of pushed up in the corner. Like I mentioned earlier, the setups being a little bit on the tighter side this week, which is something that the drivers have not exactly been used to this season. So they're going to have to learn to adapt to it and work around it and find a way to be fast. And it looks like just right there, they sort of misjudged it a little bit.
Yeah, I was going through the chat there, but might better hold off on some of the remarks there. I'm not sure if that's quite ready for prime time. But yeah, anyway, here we go. We're going to pick it back up again. The lights are still on the pace car. Yeah, I was just kind of going through the chat there. I don't know, those guys may be doing some spotting or whatnot for some of these drivers here. May have a little bit more insight with, you know, whose frustrations are starting to show or something. But from what I saw, Landon, it just looked like racing incidents to me. I mean, I could be wrong about that. I didn't really see anything intentional or what appeared to be intentional.
Yeah, no, I don't think anything was intentional, and I believe that Cliff Mullins, who's one of our pro drivers, is actually spotting the Challenger race for Colton Briner in the 22, and I believe that's who's in the chat saying something. I believe Race Control may have extended a caution right there. Some people didn't like it. Not exactly sure, but hey, as broadcasters, I appreciate it. We need all
Absolutely.
the breath we can catch.
Yeah, exactly right. Need all the break. Our broadcasters need a few breaks every now and then. So as we're looking through right now, we've got Gary Smith out front in first position, Dorney in second, then Oberg. Charles Oberg, how about that? My favorite Yankees running in third position. Good run for Charles tonight. He's also had some bad luck. C.J. Erdman and my man Jason Woodham fills out your top 5 in the 71 car.
Yeah, and Dagan Barnes in the 14 looking to make a run at the top 5 here as we go back green. Lucky Ducks Motorsports green flag is underway, and Gary Smith with a great jump there on Blake Dorney.
As we see Oberg to the outside of C.J. Erdman trying to make a pass for third spot here. Uh-oh. Oh, boy. Hang on to her, Oberg.
Oberg.
Yeah, I can't. Look, Landon, I know you don't do that much broadcasting, but if you talk good about somebody, that's like putting a hex on them, man. A chicken's foot or something like that. So.
Oh, I believe it. I believe it. As we see, look like they're near Lenny Brown as they're going at it back there. 3 cars.
Yeah.
Like 57 of Farlow and Woodham.
Oh, and Colton Briner's around.
Another Sean Lamb's Beach Jams caution for the 22. Not sure what happened there. It looked like he probably went around on his own. I didn't see anything that looked like he got help. But we could be wrong.
Oh, they're 3 wide. Carter Pendleton, oh my God, is being a bowling ball. And that ain't even where the incident happened.
Oh, man.
Yeah, I saw Colton get a little bit squirrely coming off the corner. Here he goes. Man, he just heated up those tires. What do you think? Am I right?
Yep. So I guess I was right that, he went around on his own, didn't have any help, kind of. But looking back there, he had some help heating up those tires, battling 3 wide with those guys. So I have to say maybe indirectly had some help on that one.
Yeah, I want to take another look at this thing here. We're riding along here with Colton Briner. We'll see how he ends up getting 3 wide. There was Carter Pendleton there kind of tagging him in the door. He's coming through here. He got loose by himself. I'm not sure if that was aero or not, but anytime you start to slide those tires, you have to be careful the next corner, and right here it comes. And those rights had just lost just enough to send him around. Luckily, no damage or anything, though.
Yeah, just super unfortunate. And, Challenger Series only being 75 laps, not only do you have to make up that position back at a track that's already hard to pass at, but you also don't get an extra set of tires here. So sliding around like that, getting into people, running 3 wide, killing your tires, it definitely takes a toll on you.
Well, I tell you, Lennon, I was listening to the Cars Tour broadcasters, Dale Jr. and everything in North Wilkesboro this past weekend. And they were talking about the tires that they were running. You could sort of heat them up, get them a little bit angry. And then if you kind of took your time, took it easy for a lap or 2, and let them lose a little bit of that temperature, they would regain the grip in this. I can't remember what tire model it is or anything. But as far as the late model car goes in iRacing right now, have you noticed that same sort of situation being able to repeat itself virtually?
Yeah, I think that's possible. And, well, as we say that, we are going back green here for another green flag Lucky Ducks Motorsports. And it looks like Smith is going to get the run on the outside. He chose that outside, knew it was going to be dominant.
Yeah, I can't blame him there. And if you hear some booming in the background, that is not fireworks at the track. That happens to be right outside the production truck here.
Oh, Dorney loose.
And CJ is taking full advantage of that, as CJ Erdman is now going down to the bottom line, see if he can make that work. I'm not sure if he will be able to get on the throttle enough, but look at Lenny Brown coming in there.
Oh, on the apron underneath
Wow.
the 14 of Barnes. Whoa.
Lenny Brown absolutely sent that sucker. How it stuck, I have no idea. But it looks like he is on a mission. He's got a little bit of right front damage. Maybe that stiffened his handling up a little bit as he's got Joel Farlow peeking to the inside. Lenny's... I can't
Hold on to her.
broadcast
There you go.
curse.
Oh,
There goes.
what I'm around.
Oh, man. I tell you,
Man, Lenny Brown stuck that one.
Nobody needed that caution any worse than Lenny Brown, and because it goes right back to heating up those tires like I was telling you about. He needs a lap or two to cool them down, as now we're taking a look at Jason Woodham to see what might have happened with him. I'm not sure if he saw everything that was going on in front of him, just panicked, didn't know what to do.
Yeah, I'm not sure, and unfortunately that caution is at the cost of Lenny's teammate there, so, you know, you want a caution, but it does suck that it's your own teammate.
Oh, no,
Oh,
Carter
Pendleton.
just gave
Yeah, I
him a
think they all
little
checked up.
boost. I think Woodham might have checked up, and Carter did not realize that he was checking up. Let's see if we can't get a good view here. Riding along here with Carter Pendleton. Yeah, I think Jason probably checked up because he saw Lenny getting squirrely. There were 3 wide. Look at that. Oh, my goodness. How Lenny hung on to that, I have no idea. That is either tremendous skill or a tremendous amount of luck, but either one of them counts.
I think it may be a little bit of both, and I got to point it out, too, while we had the camera on him. Lenny Brown running that throwback scheme, Dale Jr. 2002 Nella Wafers car throwback that he won the throwback vote with overall and in Challenger Series last week at Hickory. That car just looks so good. It sucks to see the paint coming off of that thing here at Thompson, but it's exciting.
It is. And look, we got a viewer here on YouTube, Stephen Luttrell with Luttrell Racing, said, yep, hard tire, got to keep them warm. But apparently there's a fine line between being warm and too warm, because I think that grip traction circle can fall right off the edge of the earth there if they get a little too hot.
Absolutely, and I think we saw that line being crossed with the 22 earlier, and I'm pretty sure we just saw the exact line right there with Lenny Brown as to how far you could push it without turning yourself around, because, man, he was riding that line super thin like a tightrope.
He was, most certainly. And we got LSR TV watching in, saying hello, people. Hello, LSR TV and Charles Wooten, if that is your real name. Give you a shout out there, man. Oh, and look, I got to throw this up, Landon. Dave Woe, he's saying the tire's really hard. They last a long time, but they are really temperature sensitive. I think he would agree with that, wouldn't you, Landon? That's been my experience.
Oh, yeah, the tires are definitely temperature sensitive. You see a lot of people under caution sometimes will ride down the apron on the cooler part of the racetrack to kind of cool their tires. And in iRacing, riding on the dirt and the grass will drastically cool the temperatures. So that's something that these guys are not allowed to do, or they are given an EOL. So, but you will see people running down the apron under caution to cool them at times.
Well, what do you think about Dave Woe's, what do you call that, his profile pic there?
Well, I think it's absolutely awesome. I think we've accomplished the Make Tracy Famous movement, myself personally. I think Tracy is the most famous out of all of us at this point. So I really appreciate David with the campaign, and I think it's paying off.
It is, but I will always be Landon Brown's uncle. So that's my claim to fame. So as long as I can do that, as long as we can stay related, I'm good to go. But I do appreciate that, Dave. Well, we're getting ready, man. We got them lined back up here again, Landon, side by side. We have the 97 of Gary Smith, and there's another Lucky Ducks green flag. He takes a tremendous lead there. A good car length or so. Blake Darney sends it in there. Not quite enough But we still got some side-by-side racing back here, and it goes back. We'll take a peek in real quick at Lenny Brown. Because here he goes again, Landon. He's getting ready to be 3 wide once more. Uh-oh.
And that's not good. And I was just about to say, he's been using the apron a lot this race, but I think Pendleton might have gotten into him a little bit, or thought Pendleton was going to get into him and backed out of the gas there. I'm not exactly sure, but looks like the 21's kind of been all over the place tonight.
Well, you know, last week, Carter Pendleton, he came so close to a win, spun it off of turn 4, battling last lap, last corner. So he didn't get the finish that he was hoping for. So I'm sure he is really itching to kind of show or finish like he has been running here these last several races.
Yeah, last week at Hickory, definitely one that stings. It looks like he's going to make the pass here on the 71 of Woodham and the 72 of Throckmorton. Looks like they're going to get back single file now, but second and third, we got a good battle going on up there.
Yeah, we sure do. And there's James Birdsong in the 15. He was getting ready to mix it up there with the 20 of Matthew Rivera as well.
Smith's still holding on to about a 7/10 of a second lead, but it's slowly increasing. Going to be in the 8/10 mark here in just a few laps, and Barlow and Erdman sort of getting spaced out for third and fourth, and second and third getting kind of spaced out as we ride on board with Joel Farlow here.
Yeah, Joel got a... oh, my goodness. You've seen it live right here. Oh, and he hangs on to it.
No caution.
Oh, man, this paint scheme. Blake, you messed me up again. Oh, no, not another one.
3 wide. The 72 goes around on the bottom. Wow.
Oh, my goodness. Boy, that's kind of hard to keep up with all this action. Now,
yeah, we saw Dorney get loose there on the onboard cam of Farlow, and Farlow did not touch him. And then they went 3 wide, and looked like Throckmorton was on the bottom and got the worst end of it.
Well, I tell you what, I'm going to back this up. I'm going to pick up a couple of different drivers here because we're going to take a look at Dorney and see exactly. He was lucky that he did not lose control of that car. But Joel didn't get into him. Might have took some air off his spoiler. Got into the side, but Joel straightened it back out. But that just checks up everyone. And then, oh, man, there we go. There was just too many cars for too little racetrack. And that's what caused Ace Throckmorton take a skidder there. Oh!
Yes,
and look,
we got Oberg around in the grass.
Well, I got to find out what happened to him. Was he kind of letting off the gas, or he was on the top of it? He was on top of that 3 wide sandwich. No, he got right hooked by Briner. Oh, and I'm not sure if he got right hooked so much as Oberg might have come up on him. Let's see if we can't get a better view here. I'm not sure if we can. There was just so much going on. Ace, he spins right there. So there's Oberg riding down. Briner is tight on that right rear. The result, and you know, I'm not sure if Briner might not have been loose there, Landon.
Yeah, and we saw this exact same thing almost earlier with the 20 of Rivera. When he got crossed up on corner exit earlier, and yeah, it looks like maybe the 77 just got tight on exit there.
Well, there's one thing for sure. Out front appears to be the place to be. As usual, when it comes to racing, you get the most air on your front end, able to make it turn, and you're not dealing so much with 3 wide action. But you can say whatever you want to about this track. The drivers may hate it, but right here in this Challenger race with 32 laps to go, getting ready to be 31 as we have another Lucky Ducks Motorsports green flag. It's putting on one heck of a show as we see Gary Smith again. Oh, man, and Blake Dorney gets into his left rear. Gary does a great job holding in. And
Smith into Dorney. No caution. Dorney saves it. Oh, man. I'm not sure about that one.
I'm not
man.
sure either. We are still under green. That we would go back. We're going to have to take a look at that because I'm not sure. Oh, man. There goes Gary Smith.
Around.
Farlow got into the left rear. So Gary was having some issues there. As soon as I start talking good about somebody, you see what happens. He's starting to slide a little bit, and something tells me the tire temps are starting to pick up on that rear of that car. He's having an issue making it around there in full traction. Woo.
Well, yeah, and I don't know. I mean, it looked like the 97 kind of pinched the corner off there a little bit. Just enough. Yeah, I mean, you see him kind of coming down that white dotted line, and the 57 just right there. Staying in the asphalt patch.
Yeah, you kind of want to... Let's take a look at it right here. I mean, you're expecting... I just have a whole different philosophy when it comes to it. Like right here, Joel Farlow's got one lane. When you come off the corner, Gary's got one lane, and that's all the way up against the wall. But right there where it blended, that is where it's kind of in the gray area for sure for me.
Yeah, and I'm very interested. Eventually, we might not have not a lot of time right now, but eventually would like to go back and see what happened with Smith and Dorney, because I'm not sure. I mean, it looked like Dorney might have got into him a little bit, and then Smith came down the track. Not sure if he was saving it or some extracurriculars, but set Dorney in the grass nonetheless.
Well, I tell you what, since the lights are still on the pace car, we're going to go back and see if we can catch it. This is going to be starting all the way back at the restart. You see Gary Smith gets a great run. Blake Dorney sends it down. Oh, he was trying to stay off of Joel Farlow. Joel had got up underneath him. And Landon, I'm not sure if Gary didn't kind of take a exception
Let's take an
to
onboard
that.
view of that.
Yeah, riding along here with Gary.
Yeah, let's take a look from Gary's onboard and see.
Oh, did I wind up too far here? Here we go. Ooh, whoops. I'm going to get it right here. Y'all hang with me.
Green flag is back out on the racetrack.
Oh, no. And it is 25 laps to go. I missed my doggone banner that I wanted to show everyone.
Now Erdman leading this one.
CJ has come back up through the pack. And look who else is there,
83,
Landon.
Lenny, almost going around. He falls to the back.
Carter Pendleton has moved into the third position. And now we've got Matthew Rivera. Wasn't that long ago. He was running back there in the back. I think he got mixed up. Maybe that was with Charles Oberg. And now here he is in the second position. And now we've got Dagan Barnes running in fourth. Great run from Dagan tonight.
But the 20 car of Matthew Rivera, this is his debut race. Has been on the roster all season, but has not been able to make a start. Tonight, in his first start, he was one of the fastest cars in practice. Found himself in the back a little early here in this one, but is running P2 right now. And for a debut race here in LFRL, that's very, very impressive.
It is, yeah, especially at this track. And no sooner you get the words out of your mouth, he hits the wall. But that's okay, no harm, no foul. He is starting to apply some pressure to CJ Erdman in that 94 car. Oh, we got one back there in the back. Was that Blake Dorney? I think it was. He got a little bit squirrely. Looking to the inside of Ace Throckmorton. Gets into his left rear. They come off side by side. So this is going to be one of those things that are going... Oh, man! Dorney takes Ace way up high there.
Yeah, I'm not sure that Ace Throckmorton's going to be too happy with that move, but I believe Blake Dorney said it is past time to dig, and it's time to go.
It is, and you look at Rivera right now, he is, looks like to me he's taking a kind of a higher line there, potentially being able to, or hoping to be able to find a different line, get a little bit of air. Oh no, and he loses internet there for just a second. I think he's searching around, Landon, trying to find a line that works where he can get a run on CJ.
Absolutely, and you know, with this new iRacing update and the aero on these late models, we've heard before that getting on the left rear of the guy in front of you can get them tight in the corner. And this setup being already as tight as it is, if you can make somebody in front of you tighter, it makes passing a heck of a lot easier when they're up there riding the wall.
It certainly does. Right now, if you ask me, CJ appears to be putting out what I would be considered, textbook laps. Nothing, it just looks like his car is rolling good, running to second or third lane there. And doesn't look like he's fighting the wheel that much. Of course, we're up here in the broadcast booth. I know from experience, it's a lot more tense when you're sitting there behind the wheel.
Oh yeah, it looks like CJ is just really smooth, still being patient, even with coming to 15 to go. He gets in the wall there a little bit. I was just about to say he hasn't had to be on too much defense, but now the 20 is going to look under the 94 for this race lead.
Yes, Rivera takes it all the way down onto the apron, wasn't able to make the move on CJ, and that's going to allow Carter Pendleton to get the high line advantage here, perhaps get the speed coming off of turn 4. Yes, and it's going to be Pendleton. Oh, I'm sorry, that was turn 2. So now we have Erdman, Pendleton, Rivera, Dorney, and Throckmorton is your top 5. We've even got a lot of...
long ago.
Oh, I'm sorry, I was just...
Ago we had the top 5, or the top 3 rather, that had all won a race this season, and now we have one guy that's won a race, and all these other guys are chomping at the bit to get their first one.
They are, absolutely. And we've got a lot of side-by-side action going on in the back still. But I hate to leave this right here, Landon, because it looks like to me that Carter Pendleton in that 21 car is really applying the heat to CJ Erdman in that 94.
Oh, a little bit of a bumper tap there, I think. I think he got him a little bit. But
he
didn't upset the car enough. Oh, 21 gets loose, slides back in line, almost checks up the 20 too much. Man, this is a fight till the end. The 21 really, really wanting that first win, and he is showing it right here.
He sure is, man. He went in there and decided he was going to send in CJ into the corner a little faster than what he expected. And I think he did that. The only problem was he wasn't able to regain his momentum as he is locked in. He is, just visually, I haven't been paying that much attention to the ticker. As we got Rivera gets into the left rear of Pendleton. 10 laps to go now. I'm not sure if Carter has enough time left to be able to make it to CJ. And even if it doesn't look for 4th position, we've got Blake Dorney and Gary Smith battling it out.
Back at it again. What is going to unfold here? Coming to 9 to go. You know, these two guys are not happy with each other.
They are not. But I got to give Carter a lot of credit right there. I mean, although he did get into the back of CJ, I think that's what you call racing right there. Racing with respect. You know what I mean? Had you been in front of me, Landon driving that car, and I had the opportunity, I would have sent you in just like that. I definitely don't want to wreck you, but that's what I consider to be so fun about racing, is to be able to make those kind of contacts. We got Rivera looking to the inside of Pendleton now. Pendleton got a little bit too high. They're side by side going down the front stretch. 7 laps to go now. Carter. Oh man, I think that might have been an issue of net code. We're still in the green.
Yeah, it looked like the 20 might have blinked out there, and unfortunately for the 21 caused a bit of net code, and doesn't look like Pendleton's going to be able to get back up front now.
Wow.
So heartbreaking. 21, so close, so many times, and it just does not work out for the 21 yet again. but Rivera going to have a shot at it here with 5 laps to go this time by.
And look at that. And Carter with wheel damage, I'm sure, driving really, really slow. And, yeah, he still gets a love tap from someone else trying to pass around there with wheel damage. Not wheel damage, but damage on the right sides anyway. That would be Charles Oberg into 77.
Yeah, I think this race has been probably the most physical race we've had all season, but has not had the most amount of cautions we've seen all season. We've seen a lot of door banging and paint trading, but these guys somehow, some way, have been able to hang on to it for the most part.
Well, for me, and I'm sure there's been a lot of drivers that are frustrated with this track, but me as a broadcaster looking at this thing, man, it's exciting as all get out, Lenny. I mean, I think it's been a great race, to be honest with you. Some hard, tight racing going on.
Yeah, definitely hard racing.
It is. We still have CJ. He's out front, trying to keep you up on all the battles right here as we got 2 laps to go now. Oh, Joel Farlow on the bumper, Charles Oberg. Charles gets a little squirrely. They're banging doors going down the backstretch, getting ready to come to the 1 to go. I'm not sure if Charles is going to be able to hang on to him. Joel takes it down onto the apron. There we go. The white flag is in the air. 1 lap remaining. And it looks like CJ's going to be able to take the checkered flag here, I think. I don't think Matthew Rivera is going to be able to get to him as the checkered flag is displayed. Here we go. CJ Erdman, Matthew Rivera, and Gary Smith are your top 3 podium finishers.
And what a run for Gary Smith, too. Even after all that damage, all of that bad luck, the tussle with Dorney, I mean, still finishing P3, not bad at all. CJ Erdman picking up his 2nd win of the season. His first win came at USA when the leaders got into each other and he was able to cross the line first, but this one was no question 94. Absolutely got it done here at Thompson as he burns it down on the front stretch.
Oh, man. Yeah, as everyone knows by now, I love my smoke show, man. If you ever win one of these races, I want to see, I just know how I would feel if I won one of these races. I would burn that sucker down till there was no tires left on the rear of this car. So I like to see guys that, you know what I mean? It just seems like it means something to them. You know what I mean, Lanny? Because it is an accomplishment, even if you do it all the time.
Oh, absolutely. And I think a lot of people maybe that don't race here don't exactly understand the level of competition. I mean, sure, we have 2 divisions. We have a pro division and a challenger division. But I'm telling you, you could almost name both divisions the pro division. At Pro Division 1 and Pro Division 2, the competition is so tight. There's such a fine line between who is in each division. And honestly, for plenty of guys, it could go either way. It's just that tight of racing. It's that big a competition. And it is no doubt a huge accomplishment to win one of these things.
I totally agree with you, Landon. And before we get our podium finishers on or join us up here in the booth, let's kind of go through your results of the race here. As we got CJ Erdman picks up his 2nd win of the season in the 94 car, started in 5th position. So great race by CJ. It just seemed kind of, to me anyway, just a patient, sort of steady, what would you call it, trip to the front anyway. In 2nd position, we got the 20 of Matthew Rivera, started 6th. 3rd, we got the 97 of Gary Smith, who started in 3rd. In 4th position, we got 21 of Carter Pendleton, who started in 9th. So he definitely moved up a lot there, too. And then in 5th place, we got the 57 of Joel Farlow, who started in 2nd. 6th position, we got the 38 of Blake Dorney. And then in 7th position, how Lenny ended up finishing this thing, I'm not exactly sure, because every time I checked on him and wanted to say something good, he was sideways. But congratulations on him. A great run, finishing 7th position. In 8th, we got the 72 of Ace Throckmorton, who started in 4th. In 9th position, the 77 of Charles Oberg, who started in 11th. And in 10th position, be Colton Briner, who started in 7th.
Yeah, and rounding out the field here, 11th spot was James Birdsong in the 15, started 10th. Dagan Barnes in the 14, finishing 12th. He started 14th. And Jason Woodham in the 71, rounding out the field in 13th, starting position 8. Unfortunately, finished 19 laps down, 17th for Barnes and 3 for Birdsong. So unfortunate nights for them. You hate to see it, but overall, Trace, I think, like you said, it was enjoyable to watch.
Definitely was, and somehow or another, Justin Brooks ends up finishing 76 laps down in a 75 lap race. We'll have to do a little investigate and figure out how that happened. But anyway, if everyone would just hang right in with us here, we get ready to have your podium finishers lined up here just momentarily. Stay tuned. We'll be right back on Leadfoot TV. And welcome back, everyone, to Thompson Speedway here in Thompson, Connecticut. We just wrapped up the Challenger race of the Thompson Racing 125. Standing by here right beside me right now, I made my way down to the pits. I got the 21 of Carter Pendleton, who ends up finishing fourth tonight. Carter, first of all, absolute great paint job. Sitting here looking at your hoods right now, left turns and Labradors. Don't want to be carrying on too long, man, but if you would, just kind of tell me how your race went tonight, because, if nothing else, man, from our point of view, you definitely brought some action to this race.
To start off, I was calling that wreck early because 72 didn't hold his brakes, but it's fine, whatever. I had about 2 minutes of damage, got most of it fixed, and then it turned great. And then ended up getting to some more trouble. I know there was that big stack up off of 4, gained like 1,000 positions from that. I don't know. It was a crazy pass, and knocked the right side off of it pretty good. But just kind of kept it in one piece. Really needed this night. It's been a rough couple of weeks. See if I can maybe get back in that points battle. Still looking for that win though.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Well, you've been running really strong, putting on some great performances. And honestly, I just don't think the results have showed how good you have ran. Would you agree with that statement?
Yeah, sometimes it's either I get caught in other people's crap or I just shoot myself in the foot. That's really just how it is. I mean, it's either side of the spectrum. Never really on the right side sometimes, but the night we were on the right side in this beautiful 21 left turns and Labradors machine.
Absolutely, man. Well, I got one more question for you. Looked like you got into an incident. Forgive me, I can't remember exactly how all that happened. It seemed like it was a crazy night tonight, but with maybe about 10 laps to go or so, you were charging up towards the lead, got into an incident, and it looked like to me that maybe you got some wheel damage on the right front because it just seemed like to me your car didn't have any speed after that, and you kind of fell back a little bit. Is that what happened? And I still want to give you credit for a fourth position, even if that is what happened.
Yeah, I did get that wood damage, but I smacked the wall a couple times and it kind of evened it back out on my other side. So, and then I got in that mess with the 38, but it all kind of evened out at the end and got us a good finish.
All right, man. Well, congratulations once again, Carter Pendleton out of Cherryville, North Carolina, racing for Pendleton Racing. Carter, you got anybody you'd like to thank tonight?
I'd like to thank my mom, my dad, always watching. One of my other sponsors, Cherokee Run, Tom Nolan for always watching, and Left Turns and Labradors for being on the car of the night.
All right, there you have it. Our fourth place finisher tonight, the hard-charging Carter Pendleton, brings it home in fourth. And now I'm going to throw the mic over to Landon Brown, toss it over a few cars, to be standing by with our second place finisher tonight, Matthew Rivera. Landon, you got a copy?
Yes, sir. I'm standing down here with the 20 of Matthew Rivera from Franklin, North Carolina, making his first start of the season. Matthew, you got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Matthew, man, very, very impressive run by you. We mentioned it on the broadcast. This is your debut race in LFRL. Walk me through it, man. I mean, you picked a tough racetrack to make your debut at. I'm not going to lie. Probably one of the hardest racetracks on the schedule this season to make your debut at. So just walk me through, tell me how it went. Tell me what your thoughts were racing around everybody at a track like this where it gets so physical.
Well, yeah. First of all, I want to thank CJ for showing me this fantastic league. Everybody was pretty much under a blanket under qualifying. I think I qualified P6 if I'm not mistaken. It was a lot of fun. As you said, difficult to start the season. I've had a lot going on with me personally, so getting out here for the first time was a breath of fresh air to start league racing again. To be honest with you, I didn't do too much practice beforehand, but a lot of practice went in session. I also want to say sorry to Carter for the end of the race there when I got into him. I was told I blinked pretty horribly, and it just wasn't fair. We were racing really hard, and I was trying to give him as much space, and I guess netcode took us out.
Yeah, and being in the booth with Tracy, that's sort of what we saw. You had a little bit of a blink out there, and I think it was just an iRacing netcode thing with the internet imbalance. I don't think, or well, I know obviously it wasn't on purpose or anything like that. It's just unfortunate circumstance that it happened. But man, also there towards the beginning of the race too, you had a little bit of an incident there on corner exit with somebody. I can't remember exactly who that was, but got into it a little bit there and was able to climb your way through the field. I mean, this track is not an easy track to pass at, especially with that dominant line being more towards the top. I mean, did you feel like that top line was where you needed to be, or were you able to make that bottom line work and make passes that way? I mean, we saw some people diving down on the apron even trying to make passes work, and for some people it seemed to work, but a lot of the drivers just kept running that top and getting that momentum. Did you just stick with the top, or did you have to use that apron a little bit?
Oh no, yeah, the top was it definitely felt like a one groove racetrack at times. When someone was getting a little squirrely on exit or was even getting wiggled into the center of the corner, you can definitely go down there and get the car to turn if they are not carrying enough speed. So I did that maybe once or twice, but yeah, the top line was mostly where I lived, I want to say. Yeah, it was pretty difficult, but I have a lot of experience at little short tracks like this, so I think that played big dividends.
Well, Matthew, an awesome run, impressive run, even especially for your debut here in LFRL in the Challenger Series. Not an easy feat to finish on the podium like you did in this series. Me and Tracy talked about it earlier. Competition super stiff, especially when you come to a track that's this physical, or that gets this physical rather, and put on a show like you did. So congratulations, man. And now it's time to thank everybody that you want to thank for getting you here and who you worked with.
Yeah, of course. First of all, I want to thank my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ for allowing me and saving me and doing all the things that I can do now. I also want to thank QM and CJ for giving me a fast hot rod today. They've shown me a bunch of love and have taught me a lot. And whenever I can, I try and give back. So I want to say thank you to them.
Absolutely. Well, thank you so much, Matthew, for showing up and racing with us. It was awesome to have you. Put on a heck of a show, drove your way through the field in that 20 machine. Look to have you back next week, as I believe Tracy is standing by with our race winner for the second time this season, CJ Erdman.
And thank you very much. Yes, Landon standing by with the man of the hour, CJ Erdman out of Millersburg, Pennsylvania. CJ, you got to tell me, man, how'd you do it tonight? Because it looked like it was battles going on from front to the rear. You didn't start on the pole, but it just seemed like to me you methodically worked your way to the front, and that's kind of where you stayed.
Yeah, a lot of it tonight was about avoiding the chaos. We saw the restart incident with Joel and the 77 early in the race. I guess it wasn't the restart rack, and that sent them to the back and moved me up to about 4th or 5th, and then they just kind of kept wrecking up there. Thankfully, I was able to avoid most of them. There was one really close call between Gary and Joel on the outside there, and I thought I was going to be in it, and they kind of slid down the track last second. We were able to get through it, and then it was just trying to hold off Matthew and the 21 Carter. They were both probably faster than me, but I was able to hold on up top, and once they got battling, I was kind of able to slide away and just tried to manage the tires. I made a lot of mistakes tonight, but overall felt pretty happy about it.
Well, CJ, I even mentioned on the broadcast that it looked like to me that, well, I can't remember exactly what I said, but, as I remember the visuals, there was almost like it looked like an AI car out there. In other words, you were cool as a cucumber, man. You weren't running down low. You weren't driving it in deep or anything like that. It just seemed like to me that you were consistently hitting your marks, and car wasn't getting squirrely or anything from our point of view. But is that what you felt behind the steering wheel, or was it just all out, had your hands full and elbows up?
In 1 and 2, it was pretty good. In 3 and 4, I slid quite a few times out of the groove, and Matthew cut me a break once or twice where he could have passed me or forced it up the inside, and he cut me a few breaks, so I owe him for that. But overall, the car felt pretty good, except for a few times where it slid. But thankfully, I was able to catch it and not make a terrible mistake and wreck it from the lead.
I got you, man. Well, I think we were talking right off air. This your second win in 3 races. Is that correct?
Yeah, we finished first, second, and first the last 3 weeks. So pretty good run so far.
Yeah, absolutely, man. It's going to be one heck of a points battle coming down to the wire here as well. This was race number 7 of 10, so you got 3 races between you and, well, there's several contenders there. But anyway, just want to let you know, man, you keep doing this right here, we're going to have to kind of drag in another chair up here in the broadcast booth to kind of get you comfortable for these interviews, because we're starting to talk to you awful lot here, man. Anyway, great run, man. Heck of a race. Fabulous job tonight. I think I would give your car the most steady car award if there was one. But anyway, CJ, you got anybody back at the shop or any sponsors, anything you want to thank for tonight?
Yep, as always, Cameron, he has helped me a lot with this league. We spent about 2 hours practicing for this race beforehand, and he got me a lot better with it, more comfortable. I want to thank QM and my teammates as always, Matthew, Christian, Aiden, and Payson. They've all helped me a lot. And again, this one's for Kyle Busch, and hopefully we keep going.
Absolutely, man. Can't wait to see you next week, CJ. There you go,
Yep,
everybody. Yes, sir. Absolutely. CJ Erdman out of Millersburg. I'm having trouble with that name. Millersburg, Pennsylvania, driving for Questionable Motorsports. So there you go. He's our race winner tonight. Landon, now it's time for me to kind of do my thing, if I can. And I'm going to drag you back on to the microphone here. Here we go. Yes, the Hell Yes Move of the Race presented by Four Wide Motorsports. Landon, what kind of nominations do you have there for me?
Man, I've been kind of thinking about it, and this racetrack provided a lot of those, nominees. But
Yeah.
I have to say, man, looking back at the 83 of Lenny Brown, sending it on the apron, then going up the track, middle of 3, about to lose it, and somehow, some way, saves his car after we just saw 2 or 3 other cars make the same mistake and loop it with ease. And I don't know how he did it. There's, like I said, a bunch of candidates for this award, but
There are.
man, I've
Yeah.
never seen somebody fight the wheel that hard and save it like him.
I don't know how many times that car was crashed. Maybe 10 times a full lap there. And Lenny was sideways, pointing to the infield, pointing to the wall, had it squirrely, got tagged, straightened her all out. I'm about like you, man. I gotta give him that tonight as well. That'll be our Four Wide Motorsports Hell Yeah moment of the race, because yeah, I don't know how he saved it. He ends up bringing it home, let's see, in 7th position. So he had a little bit of damage on his right front. So that was a great finish from Lenny Brown, the 83. Nilla Wafer's car as well. But yeah, he definitely had his hands full there, Landon. For sure, man.
Oh, absolutely. I would say with the way that things were going, the way that race car was turned into the center, I would say a 7th place finish is pretty good, and that it could have gone a heck of a lot worse with the way things were looking like they were going to play out and just didn't. So, yeah, I definitely think the 83 deserves the award.
Okay, there you go. I totally agree. So we're going to hand him off the award there, and all the cash that goes along with it as well. So there you go. Just want to let everyone know, anyone who's watching right now, that we have the Pro Series coming up at 9 o'clock, a little bit less than an hour from now. We're going to have some of the iRacing's finest iRacers in the late model stock series. We're going to be coming right back here to Thompson, Connecticut, Thompson Speedway, and we are going to have a showdown with the Pro Series. Landon, I just hope that the pro guys put on as great a show as the Challenger guys did.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. And it'll be very interesting to see these guys that are so good. And not to mention, first and second, locked into pro. Matthew Rivera
Oh,
making
that's
his
right.
LFRL
Yes.
debut in the Challenger Series and locks himself into the Pro Series if he chooses to do so. So that's going to be very interesting to see what these guys have learned in the top 2 from this Challenger race and see how they stack up against the pros. I mean, it's going to be a show. I think there's going to be some fireworks. I think it's going to be just as physical, if not more physical, than what we saw in this Challenger Series race. I think you're going to see a lot of doors. Then you're going to see a lot of quarter panels bending, fenders bending, noses caved in. I mean, it's going to be an exciting one to watch. I fully 100% understand why a driver might be a little skeptical of racing here, but as a race fan and as a broadcaster, it is absolutely a track that you expect to see a fireworks show at.
I totally agree with you. It was one heck of a race here, man. Just totally exciting. Action all the way up and down the field the entire race. Could not agree with you more. And I forgot all about that. CJ might need to go get some practice in. Matthew, you might need to start practicing as well for the Pro Series. That session should already be up. Correct me if I'm wrong, Landon.
Yep. Pro practice is up right now. It has been for a few minutes. And the pros will begin green flag around 9 o'clock.
Alrighty, I got to do some rebooting myself. Before I do that, I want to thank all of our sponsors. Cannot thank them enough for everything that they do for us. We got Eastern Technical Design, Golden Racing, who comes on board to help us the different way. Lucky Ducks Motorsports, a green flag sponsor. Tiltify. Then we got Sean Lamb, Speech Jams, Yellow Flag sponsor, CRN, Wesley Outland, the man himself. You'll hear from him coming up. Firestone Painting, they've been very supportive. Four Wide Motorsports, can't thank them enough. Aftermark Coffee, the White Flag sponsor. Trippy Winker, Landon Farmer, Chris Norris are sponsors there. Jeshin LPG, Hodges Sim Shots, Justin Brooks Designs, Levi Photography, and Privateer, that'd be a company owned by Josh Parrish. And we're probably still missing a few. I've really got to tighten up on that. Just seem to stay so doggone busy here trying to get these things ready to roll here. But anyway, I just would like to say thanks, everyone, for watching the Thompson Racing 125. Stick around 9 o'clock. We're going to have the Pro Series come on here for Leadfoot Racing League. And again, I'm Tracy Brown for Landon Brown, our color announcer. I want to thank you very much for coming in here and helping us. Well, yeah, helping out the producer and the lead announcer tonight. Had a blast. Landon, really appreciate you, man.
Yeah, absolutely. It's not often that I'm up here in the booth talking with you, Tracy, or anybody for that matter. Usually somebody else is sitting in this seat. So it's definitely a change in the scenery. Usually I'm either doing race control for Challenger if we have to have a fill-in there, or I'm busy doing some other stuff. But having a view from up here in the booth and seeing how the race plays out was very interesting.
Absolutely. I think this may be the first time me and you have actually done a race totally on our own together here. So just want to let you know you did a fabulous job. I leaned on you a whole bunch. Look forward to you possibly coming up here and helping me out a little bit more. I know you're not exactly excited about this. And I also know I totally forgot you got to do some practicing for the Pro Series. Good luck coming up. I'm going to go ahead and sign this out. I'm Tracy Brown for Landon Brown. Thank you guys very much. And we will see y'all back here on Leadfoot TV at 9 p.m. Eastern Time for a Pro Series at the Thompson Racing 125 at Thompson, Connecticut, at Thompson Speedway. Good night, everybody, and we'll see you in a little while.